Okay, so just solving for x on this warm up here. So what's 15 squared? 225. What's 20 squared? 400 equals x squared. 225 plus 400 is what? 625 equals x squared. Then what? Good. Take the square root because I want to know what x equals, not what x squared equals. So when I take the square root, the square and the square root are inverse operations. And so that's what I want. And so if I take square root of one side, I've got to take it to the other side. So square root of 625 is what? It's 25. Okay, on this one, 6 squared is what? 36 plus x squared. And what's 10 squared? 100. Then what am I going to do? Yep. Subtract 36 from both sides. That zeroes out. X squared equals... Then what? Square root. X equals 8. Okay, then on this one, 7 squared. 49 plus x squared and 25 squared. 625. So we're going to subtract 49 from both sides. Zeroes out. X squared equals 576. Take the square root of both sides, and x equals 24. Okay, what's the Pythagorean theorem? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. What does the a represent? It represents a leg of it. B is the same thing, it's a leg. That's the two sides that make the right angle. And then what is the c? The c is the hypotenuse. It's the longest side. It's the one across from the right angle. So down here, I'm going to mark my right angle. Here's the right angle. Then where's the c at? Bless you. Okay, remember, the right angle is like an arrowhead, always pointing towards the hypotenuse, towards the C. So C and then the A and B don't really matter where they're at. Here, there's the right angle. So we have C, A, and B. On this one, here's the right angle, the 90-degree angle. So we have C, A, and B. Problems like what we did right here on the warm-up. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of a shortcut, or actually a lot of a shortcut. Show you is basically going to replace doing all of this work and being able to do it in just one line. Like just being able to type the whole thing into your calculator. Like back over here on this very first one, if you would have taken the square root at the very beginning, that would have just left x, and that's the same thing we're doing right here. Now, we've worked the last couple days of doing, okay? So on these top three here are looking for the same thing on all three of these. So on the first one, which side is the C? The one that's blank, right? And then the A and the B are here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the little shortcut I'm going to show there. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to go 9 squared plus 11 squared, and then I'm going to take the square root of the whole thing. Okay? So in this little shortcut. So type that in your calculator just like that. I want everybody to type that in. I'm going to come around and see it real quick. Okay, and so what does that give you? Okay, 14.21. Okay, next one, you're looking for the c, so you're going to add, it's going to be 7 squared plus 13 squared square rooted. Okay, 14.76. And then on this one, again, you're looking for the c, you're going to be adding, so 12 squared plus 4 squared. Now on this, on addition, it doesn't matter what order you do it in, right? You could put the 12 squared plus 4 squared, you could put 4 squared plus 12 squared. That's not going to make a difference. On the next one where we're subtracting it will, but here it doesn't. So square root of 12 squared plus 4 squared is what? 12 point what? 12.65? Yeah? Okay. Okay, so are you looking for C? And you're going to add. That's the difference between them. You do more than add, but that's the difference between the two methods. If you're looking for C, you're going to be adding. Okay, now the next three are basically the same thing on all three of these. Notice how we know the C on all these. So C, A, and B. So when you're looking for either the A or B, you will be subtracting, okay? Now on this, you do have to put the bigger number first. If you put the smaller number first, it will give you an error because you're trying to take the square root of a negative number, which is not possible without using what we call imaginary numbers, okay? But it's like this, square root of 6 squared minus 4 squared.
4.47.
4.47. Okay, again, on this one, I have the C, I'm looking for one of those others, so it's going to be 10 squared minus 9 squared.
Can you put that bigger number?
Yes, the bigger number has to go in front. All right, what does that give you?
4.35.
I think it rounds, does it round to 4.36? Or what's after the 5?
8.
Yeah, so it rounds to 6. And then on this one, here's the C, so we're looking for A or B, so it's 14 squared minus 8 squared square rooted.
11.48. Around 11.
Yep, 11.49. Okay, so if you are looking for A or B, then you're going to subtract. That's the only difference. And it makes sense because when you're looking for A or B, you're looking for a smaller side than this side. So that's why you subtract, because you're looking for a smaller side. Up here, you're looking for the longest side, so you're adding to get to a longer side. Okay, now in these type of problems, it's the same thing. It's just got some other stuff going on, but just think about just the right triangle right here. So this missing side, is this the C or A or B?
A.
It's A or B. So in this case, we're going to add or subtract. Subtract 5 squared minus 4 squared square rooted, which is 3 inches. Okay, on this one, all right, I'm looking for this side right here. Is that the C or A or B?
C.
It's the C, so we're going to what? Add 6 squared plus 2 squared. Add 2 squared. 6 point.
I did wrong.
And then on this last one, is this the C or A or B? A or B, so what do we do? Subtract 15 squared, subtract 12 squared. And it's going to give you 9 feet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to play a Kahoot with this. So if you will go grab a Chromebook real quick.